Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Sabre. Thank you for stopping by for some red ice hockey. I think I know this game a little bit better than the last video that I put out. I have started a project. I started the 2024-2025 Buffalo Sabre replay. This is game number 5. Sabres are 2-2 at this point. We got Buffalo visiting Pittsburgh today. Okay, there is no extra XG on there because of their SRSs are not that far apart from each other. And so we're going to get right down here and get that. And I don't know if I'll show you everything on here all the time, unless unless I do it like this, where I can just bring it back and forth across there a little bit. Let's see how this all works out. All right, here we go. I always start let the visiting team roll first. Okay, segment 1, Buffalo. We're looking at the decider die, and they're going defense. I look at the green dice now, and I add them up. We're going 11. So, also, now if I do anything wrong, please let me know because I think I got this down. I've been fighting myself, okay? So now the 11, and it's a defensive roll. I'm going to go over to here to Pittsburgh's defensive 11 right here. And it's a blank, so nothing happening. Nothing happening. No score in that segment for Buffalo. And they go 9. I go up there and I look at their things. So they had 3 shots. And we're going to segment 1 for Pittsburgh. They're going offense. And the green dice on offense is 9. So now we're going to be looking at Pittsburgh's offense chart. 9. That's that XG, which I just said there will be no extra goal in there because of the SRS is not separated enough. So that is nothing, 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 no score. And they had 8. They had 3 shots on goal. Each segment represents 5 minutes in the period. Okay, here we go. Segment 2, Buffalo. They're going offense. Off the decider die. That's that one there. And they're doing 12 this time. So now they're going to be looking at their own 12. And they got power play. Okay, now they're going to look at the 3 white dice. And it's a number 9. We're going to go to Buffalo's power play because it's there. 9, and it's a blank. So no score there. 7, they got 2 shots. I keep it, this sheet keeps a running total. Buffalo now has 5 shots. We're going to segment 2. 4. Oh, I can bring it over. I'll bring it over next time and show you. Okay. Pittsburgh. Okay, they're going defense. Okay, I'll bring it over here, show you they're going defense. I marked defense down there. Do the green dice 6. Now we're going to be looking at Buffalo's defense for this one. So we're going to go over here and look at Buffalo's defense. 6 there, and it's 2 goals in this segment. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So the plus 2. So I'm going to have to get for 2 the shots for 2. Okay, here's the first one is 9, which is 3 plus 1 for the goal. So that's 4. And this is an 11. Plus 4 is 8, plus 1 by the goal is 9 shots that segment for them. That is crazy. 2 goals, 9 shots. They got 12 shots already. Now I have to find out who scored. All right, so we're going to be going over here. We're going to be taking the 2 D10s here, and we're going to roll for who scored the first goal. 97, that's way down here. Way down, 97, that's Ryan Shea. Go down here and you read down the column until it gets to there. They got Ryan Shea. It's not Buffalo. It's, I marked that. Yeah, we're actually right. Now we'll find out the assists on that. The assist number is 68. If I throw 68 or less, there'll be 2. If not, it'll be 1. There'll be 2 assists. Okay, so we're going to go to the first assist. Boy, I got the big ones going 98. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys with 99. Okay. So I'll throw 2 dice. 1 through 7 will be. Okay, number 3. Lars Eller with the assist. And we'll check for the second assist. 88. And that's going to be Blake Lizout. Okay, so I'm putting them down here. I write them down here. They both scored in the first period. And I'll show you how that I won't show you this all the time, but show you how we get the time. Okay? Oh, I didn't get the. Yeah, I did it. I didn't get the second guy to score it. All right, let's get the second guy. Those were only assists I did. 49. Michael Bunting. Now we'll check on the assists. 58, there'll be 2 assists. 36. Raquel. And 83. Kevin Hayes. That was also in the first period. So now for the people that want to keep these things, I do it now and then just for the heck of it. But I'm doing it in the video. I'm going to show you how we get the time. This was the second segment. So we have these charts over here. And this chart here covers the second, 6th, and 10th segment. So we're going to throw a D6 and the 2 D10s. Okay, the D6 is a 6. So we go up here and the 6 is going to give us the number 2. Then I always do the voice, so we're going to be 257. And we're going to go here to 257. And it's 9:17 into the period that the first goal was scored. Now we're going to do the second. This could end up not giving me the right number, that I will have to roll again for get a number. So the 3 gives me a 1. So we're doing 192. 192, that's a 7 or 8, 12. That's not going to work. Got to get another one. Or else then you can just make it up. Okay, that's 259. 259. 919. That was 2 seconds after. So this was like they scored on a face-off. After the first goal. So that's how the time is got, if you're interested in keeping the time. Okay, so here we go. We're going into segment 3. The score 2-0. Segment 3 for Buffalo. Offense. It's strange. I don't think I've ever thrown a 2-goal for Buffalo one. We'll see how that works. I'm doing 7. So we're going to Buffalo's offense. We're going down to 7 and they score 1 goal. They have 5. They had 2 shots. 7. Let's see who scored for Buffalo. 20. Alex Tuck. Let's check the assists for Buffalo. 50 will be 2 assists. 39. Jason Zucker. This is also in the first period. And let's get the other assist. 73. Dylan Cousins. Not on Buffalo anymore, but for this game he is. Okay, so we're going to go for the time now on this one here. And this is in segment number 3. This one should work out. Okay, here we go. 261. 261. We're way up there, way up there. 261 is 14:21 in the period. All right, so it's 2-1. We're going to the third segment for Pittsburgh offense. And they got 11 going to their offensive column for 11, and it's a blank. Scoring that segment, and they had 5. They had 1 shot. Okay, after 3 segments, the 2-1 game for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's out shooting them. 13-7. Here's Buffalo top in the fourth period section. Okay, they're going defense. Okay, and it's a 14 on the defense. So with this one here, we go over to Pittsburgh's defense of column 14, and it is blank. And they had 3 shots. Okay, last segment for the first period. This one's for Pittsburgh. Defense. You can move around when you can fly along in this game pretty good. Okay, 11-14. We're going to Buffalo's defense now. Buffalo's defense 14, and it's blank. And they had 6, 2 shots. Okay, we're going into the second period here, segment number 5. Offense 11. We already know that's not going to work. All right, so we're going to go down here just to show you Buffalo's 11. That's that X. Oh no, 11 is a blank. Never mind. I was thinking 9. Okay. 0-0. No score. Hit 3 shots. Pittsburgh section 5. Offense 6. Going to their column of 6 in their offensive column, and that's a blank. And the shots is 5. There's a 1. Okay, here we go. Section 6. Defense 14. We're going to go to Pittsburgh's defense. 14 is a blank. And 5 is 1 shot. Buffalo now has 14 shots. Still a 2-1 game. Here we go. Section 6 for Pittsburgh. Going offense. And they're doing 16. Uh-oh. Going to go down here to Pittsburgh's offense. 16. And that is 2 goals again. Oh my goodness gracious. How can they be so lucky? 2 goals. Okay, we'll get the shots. First one. It's 3 is 1 shot for the goal. This is a 12, so that's a 5, 6 shots total. So now the score is 4-1. They had 6 shots, so they have 22 shots piling it up on UPL now. All right, I'll do just a quick timeout here, and I'll get who scored and so forth. Right at the halfway point of the game, it's 4-1 in favor of Pittsburgh. Those last two goals were scored. Dewar, Dewer, and Russ scored the goals. In the first goal, Malkin and Crosby had assists, and then on the second goal, only one Pedersen had an assist. So we are going into segment number 7 now with Buffalo hurting, folks. Offense. Boy, the dice like to spin in this tray. I like that. Offense, and we got 17. Maybe we're going to get something good. Let's go to Buffalo 17. Buffalo 17 is blank. Wow, crazy. Okay. No score. And they had 3 shots. And so we're moving right along here. And we're going to segment 7 for Pittsburgh. Let's get to the D10s out of here. Okay, defense. 3. And now we're going to the Buffalo defense. And going over here to the Buffalo defense. And it's a goal. Yeah, I think they looked at the wrong one earlier over there. It's the Buffalo defense is a goal. And right there, Buffalo has scored. That means that's the thing that get hard to get used to. Oh no, this is Pittsburgh. The defense. We go to the Buffalo defense. Oh, that's Pittsburgh. Buffalo's defense is 0. They just got a break. Wow, they didn't score. So sometimes going back and forth gets me a little confused sometimes, but I'm liking it. No score there. 3 shots. 40. Piling up the shots. 25. Here we go to segment 8. And this is Buffalo defense. And we got 10. So we're going to Pittsburgh's defense. 10, and it's blank. No score. 10, and that 3 shots. Okay, last segment of period number 2. Defense. 11. Going to Buffalo's defense. 11 is blank. No score. They had 6. 2 shots. So after 2 periods, it's 4-1. Favor Pittsburgh. They're out shooting Buffalo 27-20. We're going into the 3rd period here, folks, for Buffalo. Segment number 9. Offense. And it's 11. We've been here before. We go to Buffalo's offense. It's blank. 0, and they had 2 shots. Okay, Pittsburgh. Defense. And that's 10. So now we're going to Buffalo's defense. We're going over here to Buffalo's defense 10, and it's blank. And they had 6, 2 shots. 29. Segment number 10 in the 3rd period. Buffalo. Offense. Okay, 9. That is not going to work. That one we know for sure. That's the extra goal one. And so that's going to be nothing. They didn't score there. 7 is 2 shots. 20 up to 24 shots, and we're going to Pittsburgh. Defense. And I got a 5. I'm going to go over to Buffalo's defense. Buffalo's defense, 5. Whoa. Almost got another one of those ones, but they got nothing. And they had 8, 3 shots. Takes them up to 32 shots. Number 11. Defense, Buffalo. 13. We go to Pittsburgh's defense. 13 is a power play. So now we're doing it the white dice, and that's added up to 13 also. Now we're going to look at Pittsburgh's power play defense. 13 is blank. 2 shots. And Pittsburgh. Okay. Offense. Okay, 10. 10's blank. And shot 6, 2. Okay, this is where I want to show you first. I'm going to reverse this a little bit because this could be an empty net goal to our type situation. So I'm going to be rolling the first one now for Pittsburgh because they are ahead. Okay, this is segment number 12, the last segment. It's defense. Okay, 8. So we're going to Buffalo's defense, 8, and it's a goal. That's just going to upset the home. Okay. And they scored 1. And they had 3 shots. Makes it 5 and 36. Now it's a 5-1 game, and if it had been closer, I would have played. There's certain rules for an empty net. I can't get that many goals in there. I can only get 3 at the max. Most I like to play for is 2 anyway. And so I'm just going to roll the normally. We won't get to see it in this video, the empty net procedures, but roll for Buffalo here. Offense. 9, we already know that's a bad one. So they had no score. And 8 is 3. So the game is over. Fun game. All right. Pittsburgh wins, though, 5-1 because of that goal they just scored there in that last segment. Or else I would have showed you the empty net. But if you're looking for more stuff about this game, check out Facebook. There's a Facebook book group for Red Ice Hockey. There's also stuff on Powder Blue Sports on the internet. And so it's 5-1 in favor of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh outshot Buffalo 36-29. I think Buffalo's 2-3 at this point. So this is a big game. Be taking a little bit of a rest for a while too. Thank you for stopping by. SoCal Saber saying take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other and stay safe.